Hi, this is Brad Willis. I am the moderator of the MetalStorm fan group, which is located at www.facebook.com/groups/MetalStorm fan group. I'm going to do a little lesson today on evasion, and it's been prompted by a few questions I've had in terms of how do you stay away from the opponent. I don't mean evasion in the classic MetalStorm sense, i.e., you'll see the evasion statistic, which means that the missiles don't track quite as well. I'm not talking about that kind of evasion. I'm talking about staying the hell away from your opponent so they don't blow you up, and also staying away from them while you build up your energy, let's say, for example. And also sometimes staying away from them, frankly, just to frustrate them, because when they're circling and they can't find you and they start getting aggravated, at some point they start to open it up a little bit many times, and then that's when you nail them. Once they give you that little opening, you take it and you shove it right down their throat. So what the emphasis today is going to be is staying away from that person, building up reserves, trying to avoid them. Now, I've used Mako for a specific purpose here. You see I've got a 10% energy boost, I've got a 13% agility boost, and I've got a lot of speed too. So under most circumstances, that's going to let me get past that opponent and then get into the dogfight where I can circle and I can stay away from them. Now, I most likely will do some firing at the opponent, but that's not going to be my main emphasis today. It's going to be staying away from them. And if you've watched any of my videos, sometimes you'll see that I can be actually, in my playing style, even with an agility plane, and this isn't always a great idea, frankly, but I can be a little confrontational. I'll get out in front of them, get right in front of their nose, open up distance, take a couple shots, and bank on my ability to dodge their missiles. But we're not going to do too much of that today. Again, the emphasis is just going to be to stay clear of these people, and if we have some shots, we'll take it. And I'll kind of tell you what I'm thinking and what I'm keying on here. Although I got to tell you, sometimes it's easier to watch the videos and for me just to do it than to describe it, because I can't always even tell you exactly what I'm doing. But having said that, let's go ahead and play somebody. And again, our main emphasis is going to be to not get hit or not get blown up, or if we do get hit, to get hit minimally. So we'll auto match. Let's see who we get, and I'll tell you what I think of him. Okay, so I've got a Hawken with coin weapons. I'm going to try to stay away from him because he'll blow me up if I don't. So there, oh, what's going on? Is he not connecting? Maybe I'll get a win out of this, and I didn't even have to do anything. That's always a nice little bonus. Yeah, I did. Okay, so thanks for the win, Beer Lover. We're going to go on and do the same thing with somebody else here and see if we have somebody that'll play us. So I've got a tougher opponent in the sense that this is an agility plane, but let's stay away from him. So he's down to the left. I'm just going to speed up, take a shot at him. I'm just going to follow that arrow. There he is. We'll take shots. And this one is a little tougher because, again, he is in an agility plane. So he's got similar, or even in some cases better agility to what I've got. So, let's just kind of get in a position where it's going to be hard for him to get us. You see, I'm chasing that arrow. Look at the gap between the head of my plane and that arrow. I'm keeping a certain size of the arrow. If it gets real small, I'm going to speed up, okay? I'm maintaining a certain distance. It got a little small. I'm speeding up a little bit. I'm maintaining, I don't know, inch and a half on my screen. I'm really speeding up now. I'm slowing down. I'm just maintaining that gap. You see, I'm speeding up. I'm slowing down. I'm speeding up. I'm slowing down. I'm maintaining, speeding up. He got close to me. I'm slowing down. See, he's not in a position where he's going to hit me. And I could probably do this all day. In fact, let's just do it for a little while and kind of frustrate the guy. And I'm just maintaining a certain distance from that arrow. Again, if the arrow gets real close, I know, real fat, I should say, I know he's very close to me. If it starts getting real small, I know that he's going to open up the distance a little bit, and then, of course, I'm going to respond to that. So right now, he's probably getting a little aggravated. He just turned. I'm accelerating very hard. I'm just maintaining that gap. I'm trying to keep the arrow the exact same size as he turns. I'm coming around, maintaining the same distance. I want the arrow to look about the same size. At some point, I think I'll probably go after him just to see if I can blow him up. But for right now, I'm just going to annoy him a little bit, and we'll just try to keep that same distance. We're circling, but you can see he can't really get a shot at me. Again, what they do a lot of times is they get really irritated and they say, hey, screw it, I'm just going to go after this guy, and that's when you really get them. They really start opening things up. Now you can see the arrow's getting a little smaller. You can see his movements are getting a little more jerky. It's a little harder for me to keep up with him. So I think I'm going to go after him here. So I'm going to slow down, spin, come around, and I'm going to open up room. Now I may get hit now, but I'm going to try to put some shots on the guy, and let's see what happens. A couple of no-locks, that didn't work. This may be a draw. Remember, our emphasis here was not really to win. it was to stay away from him, and I think we mostly demonstrated that. But let's see here. There he is. Oh, couldn't quite get a shot on him. And you look at my health, and it's still full. Now, this will just end as a draw, I'm sure. And mostly all we've been doing, of course, is circling. So if nothing else, he's not going to lose any skill rating, and I'm not going to lose any skill rating. So that's that. And I don't know if he wants to rematch. I'm not going to rematch him. But I think we accomplished what we were trying to, which wasn't so much to win, but just to talk about how to avoid that opponent. Now, again, I did this against an agility plane, Spectre in this case. It's a lot easier against weapons class, and it's even easier against defense class, although you don't see many of those. But you can stay away from those guys all day, and again, a situation I have happen a lot, as I mentioned during the game, is they get frustrated and then they blow it. You know, they think, well, geez, I can't catch up with this guy. I'm just going to go ahead and take off, and I'll just come at him from a distance. And you know, if you don't have evasion skills, and now I am talking about evading missiles, you can be screwed. If you've got some evasion skills, which I think I've got at least a little bit, you know, you can take a couple shots at these people and from a distance, evade their missiles, and then come at them a few more times, and then you blow them up. But anyway, hopefully that helped. It's just a demonstration how to kind of stay away from people, and also how to build up your energy, and how to frustrate them to get to the point where they will make mistakes and you can take advantage of them. So if you feel free to leave a comment in the remarks below here on YouTube. And if you have an interest in our group, as I've mentioned before, we have, I don't know, 300 something members. I think we have a lot of the world's best players. I like our group better than the larger group. Part of the reason I formed it was because of the way that they moderate the group. With all due respect to those folks, we are not quite so strict, I guess you might say, and a lot more forgiving to the players. So if you have an interest in joining, just as I mentioned, go to facebook.com/groups/MetalStorm fan group. So that's about it. Hopefully you found something useful here, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch the video, and we will see you in the skies playing MetalStorm.